He's in trouble here. Will be the first blood.
This EG's lineup is built around
killing
momentum.
Tiny again? No, this can't happen. One more punch, is that enough? It is! Very close. Sumail charging under the tier 1 though. Balls of steel as he runs forward. The TP from
nice
PL
block.
coming in. The Misery Rubik trapped inside. You're right, Night Stalker. Locks him in. Is looking for these openings, not stop. Of openings, Old Stinger moving in, level 6 is up, doesn't need to split here, but might be forced to if the birds landing are good. They stun up 3, but Fear saved up by Crit. There's the Fairy Fire to go as well. The split is used, and they're trying to dive in deep here for the Crit IO. With a few punches of Night Stalker, they'll look to bring him down, and they will indeed with the Cyclone forward. Visage caught as well. 2 for nothing special here for Infamous, as they go in deep and they execute perfectly.
Yeah, that's a good rotation from Infamous. Panda can't really do anything on a bottom lane. 3,000 gold, getting closer to that relic.
Pizza helped up by Schofield, jumping onto Misery. They need that Phantom Rush, but it looks like it was cancelled or something. They'll go for a Void again under this tier 2. Misery sticks up, but will drop. But you look at the space he's creating, that's what, 2-3 heroes in the mid lane killing a Rubik, while they deny that Fear denies the mid tier 1 up top lane. This is what I wanted to look at. It's the AA Ice blasting out, but the repel onto Crit will keep him up and running. Schofield does pop him though. There's a Void and the Shatter as the Primal Split arrives, and now there's no repel TP for Sumail, so he's in a spot of bother now, trying to kind of juke himself away through the creeps, but there really is no chance of escape here. He can try and wand and purify, but he will be tossed into the air and killed. But this is so much damage on the tier 2, and this Io and Omni just running towards the Tiny non-stop.
Considering he has a Midas and they give him levels, they should play around it. Visage is still not a threat. Life Stealer.
Rubik, you're gonna die here, it looks like it, but Papita might lose his life for this. Life Stealer with an open wounds again. That is the PL dead. Midas Raddy. Very interesting. Schofield deep in behind enemy lines though. Found by the familiar stuns, the chain stun from Fear, godly. Out from that Visage, while down a bottom lane, RTZ TP's in to try and deal with the Tiny and the PL. So Midas Radiance Brew. I've seen this a couple of times, very rarely. So we'll talk about it in a sec, because mid lane again, EG just non-stop running in. They've got the chain stuns potentially here with a Centaur Stomp, and Papita is dead. Yeah,
nice micromanagement.
Trying to come in. Ice Blast flies forward. Crit is ready here with a tether or a relocate. They send Omni into the air as expected.
Nice
the save on Misery drags him back to Fountain. In fact, a Schofield ripped apart by the Visage, and the Life Dealer pretty much untouched in the front end of this fight. The Night Stalker will buy back, but the Stomp coming through. The Brew split there ends and stolen by Misery, who can use it to turn around the fight. They jump in with Fade Bolt. The Avatos clears up Crit, but here's the Primal Split. MNZ in so much trouble. He doesn't know what's coming his way. The full army of evil geniuses as they move forward now to look for tier 3s and racks.
The nice reaction there from Sumail.
Pressure forward, and again, Infamous trying to go for backstabs, but Vision is here. Ice Blast not going to land onto anyone. The Yule's up from the Omni himself, in fact, takes off the silence, so Schofield has to run, but he can't run far enough away. The birds, with that vision, the catch of them reasonably good, and in the meantime,
in the base.
Where what? How is Arteezy in the base? He's killed off 2 people alone. Now Stinger's in trouble, getting chased out behind the tier 4 towers. A big Guardian Angel arrives, and Phantom Lancer has nothing left to do anything at all. GG is called. What? Artura is just spinning inside the freaking enemy fountain.
He wants him Tiny. Sadly for Tiny, he can't toss away.
Fort roll. Maybe the 4-roll Tiny will make an appearance. He's getting crushed in this lane, Lacoste.
Well, that Bassi toggle on and off was not very effective. As we mentioned, bottom lane is going to get threatened. They have, what, 4 skeleton warriors. Fear is going to drag the creeps away.
Crit sees a TP coming in. The dive in behind onto Shadow Shaman, though. Rast the shackles, but lifted immediately. Homing missile flies across onto Crit, and Schofield does have a snowball, but Papita turned around on. And now, Tusk all alone as the gyro zoned out completely. There's no additional disable here. Out the Shadow Shaman. Back onto Crit. Guards are forced, and Schofield losing a lot of HP here, but Fear might just have stuck around a little too long. With his Radiant Creep Wave around, and Papita having the rock. No, there's no Rocket Barrage, but he still got the damage there, nearly.
The problem is that Puck is getting a lot of farm on the top lane, and if they decide to dive, he even has Orb of Venom just for extra harassment. They even kill Medusa on a mid lane. This is why Tusk is one of my favorite, especially when he hits level.
But now the action bottom lane. Dive in behind tier 1. We'll catch this one as a toss from Fear. Gyro down, and Shadow Shaman. Well, there's no way to escape this, really, is there? Omni Knight, reasonable laning stage, 23-1. Soul Ring is up, but now he is in a 1v3. Not the 1v1 he's been in for so long at that top lane. Tossed back into crit, and he can't Soul Ring to heal because he would have died anyway, so we'll drop.
Oh, snap into coil. If you have it. Yeah.
Little phase shift away, but the shackles come now, and without the Dream Coil here, Sumail, he gets the nuke damage in. Schofield and this Rasta both dropping very low. Huck jaunts away, so they get both kills while escaping with Sumail, bottling up. Oh, that's so nice. Grab the bounty rune here, and TA, double damage rune denied out by Misery. The shards will trap him in. Somehow he gets clipped inside the igloo. Schofield unable to actually move forward with the catapult in the way, but the snowball will enable them now with a trap. Misery, a couple of clicks from TA, cures that kill, and TA Tusk will have to fall away. You're gonna top lane. Gyro caught in the Dream Coil, snap back, and Crit will claim the kill. Sumail now in trouble though, as he's turned around on, and the cross is there. Crit trying to TP out. Is there a disable or a damage? No. But with Misery with a catapult strat, and Sumail with the blink in, jumps the Rasta, but immediately jaunts out again. Sure that Rasta doesn't have any aggressive play potential, but with Misery caught here by the TA and the snowball, West will make short work of them. The Avalanche. Peter call down and a homing missile in, but too scared to play forward into them. Knows that Sumail is coming in. Stinger.
He's going to go for it.
Safe for the gyro, but Sumail's in there, deep behind the tier 1. Yeah. Tracked back by Schofield, though. The kill is tiny, but Fear turns and burns. Schofield drops low, and Sumail still here with an orb ready. He'll snowball forward, but this will be his inevitable demise. Crit is cleared up by MNZ, but Fear and Snowball will not be able to do too much. Now the Hex, good from the Rasta. Shackle forward as well, and the Purification Bomb takes Sumail down. And Fear with a Shadow Blade. He did go that instead of the blink. The hit into Slapdown. Infamous just seemed to be day late and $1 short every single time they move in, and Omni Knight feeling the pain as well. Gets his own Purification and Repel off, but he is blown up by EG. The masses of creeps all around as Schofield looks for Misery. Punches up into the air. The Stone Gaze is out though. Arteezy moving forward, and down goes Misery. Okay, Schofield snowball. Trying to get in on top of Fear. There's the jump as Infamous MNZ moves in with the Melt Strike. Arteezy chasing back though. Sumail arrives, and TA trapped in the midst of all the EG heroes. Does take down Fear, but Schofield's life was lost. Trap forward, but the call down in. There's Papita doing a good amount of damage with the ward trap over the top. Arteezy, oh, he's going to get taken down and ripped apart. The chase forward, though. Gyro does die. Where is the TA? That's who I want to look for. Taking down Crit. MNZ on a triple kill. A wicked 6 streak and looking for Sumail. But he can't catch the puck. Maybe even looks for a kill here. Chip away at the refraction. There we go, but the Waning Rift won't come, and Shadow Shaman has stuck around.
Level 3.
Shackles coming through. The Meld Strike! An ultra kill for MNZ. Infamous coming out and sweeping EG.
They just need sentries. Do they have a couple of sentries? Sadly, no.
Infamous using Omni Knight as well as EG did in the last game. Finding this timing, 18 minutes in, grouping up as 5. Serpent wards are in with the help of MNZ's Desolator. This tier 3.
Oh, these wards are placed way too deep.
And Medusa's just clearing them up. By one. Crit, Misery, everyone in fact. 4 ranged heroes all on top of the 3-man snowball. This has opened things up. Now MNZ is in trouble. The Aegis might pop, but the refraction's there for a little while. Now dies. The cleave through from Fear. Takes down the Rasta. The Tusk follows immediately after, and Stinger stuck around too long. EG hold their high ground, and Infamous give away so much. Sentries and wards. Fear is about to walk into the range of that sentry, but Crit, 1, 2, 3 punch, Purify up, so Crit is still alive. There's the crits from MNZ, but the back end, Fear tries to take down the Tusk. He's saved up, the Glimmer Cape is there, but the Dream Coil out from Puck. Fear turns and tries to run, but Arteezy's Stone Gaze does manage to hold this fight and slow it down a little bit until the snowball flies over the river, across the ramp, and now Schofield finds himself in the waiting arms of Crit, but the Insta-Hex comes out. Rasta, he's trapped in the Puck. Sumail is all alone, but the snowball save! The steal! Oh, Rubik turns it around, and Crit will keep Sumail alive for another round of spells, and Fear comes back in again, looks for Stinger, and the Omni has given away his life. 2 kills for EG.
Medusa has level 3 ulti plus 700 mana shield, so she's tanky enough.
Ball down in. TA forward, Stonegaze though, even through the repel, will catch the TA. Roshan is dead, the avalanche forward, Sumail takes the Aegis. Don't know who has the cheese, but Papita, he does. He's gonna stay alive. The Guardian Angel come out well as Arteezy. He doesn't have the Aegis, the Guardian Angel stolen. Rubik gets the job done, send back on Arteezy Medusa. Chen with a godly plays along with Crit. The EG support, pulling out all the stops here as Fear still sticking around, looking for a takedown onto anyone he can find. Chen chased down as Crit does fall. Papita finds that one, but Misery with a TA MNZ clearing through him will lose his life, and Fear with 10 seconds on this Shadow Blade might be in trouble, but guess who's here to save the day? It is Sumail with the Yule Scepter up into the air, buying time for that Shadow Blade to come back up. Fear kept alive by Sumail. This puck keeps on going. Phase shift ready again in a second or so, and he's got the Aegis, of course. So even if he does die, has that second life, but it's Sumail. Oh, there we go.
Where's Rast? Rast is dead. They can't really kill Bug.
Silence out.
Or can they crit?
He's got Yule Scepter. An orb quickly.
Me.
Oh, they found him. Stinger, repel. Oh, move forward. He's in the trees. They can't find him. Arteezy is there trying to hold the hand of Sumail back.
Gonna help them. From TA, the tier 3 tower might go down, and they're way too deep.
Gyro can't really do enough damage there. Deep down towards bottom lane. Sumail shackled up. Schofield is in. I'm trying to kill off Rasta, and they will succeed, while the Medusa looks like she escapes in behind a Schofield zap down. Like the TA has so many people to focus on. Oh, the dust is there. Fear. Lincoln's popped on him by Sumail. Schofield turned around on and blown up as MNZ does move forward. The meld in with the damage. Fear. They're trying to send him back with the Hand of God there. The Yule Sept will dispel that though and make sure the Fear is stuck here. Feels like they need to finish this one off, but Evil Genius is not going to give it up so easily. Hex forward onto Arteezy. They have Sumail here ready to jump in with the Dream Coil, but it's Fear in the back lines, cleaving through Papita and Stinger as Roshan falls and snatched by MNZ. TA has the Aegis and Stinger does fall. In the mix of things though, Arteezy Hurricane Pikes back out of the pit with the Stone Gaze going. He'll bring down the Omni and the Gyro, and TA trapped inside up against Fear, tossed in the air. The Aegis is still there and will respawn. What can Infamous do around this TA to save her? Fraction moving forward onto Arteezy, but he's tanky, trying to bring him down with a Schofield Tusk, but kept alive. Arteezy survives with the Urn forward. He's gonna try and turn back around, kept up by Misery, and TA will fall. Stinger, unfortunately, his buyback will turn into a dieback, and Infamous again around the pit. Something that they require to come back into this game. Snatched away.
It's time to go now. Like, they need to go in. Even if they kill Medusa, she has a buyback plus VOTs and can come back easily.
Gyro's just immediately blown up. That's a dieback on Papita. Now it is a 5v2, but it feels like this is more than just an uphill battle, but an impossibility for Infamous. Jump in from MNZ, trying to catch out Misery. Stinger moves forward, but this is a tanky Chen with that Crimson Guard and Greaves. Yule's up, but TA dead, and Omni follows immediately after. The Snowball will extend the duration of his death, but Schofield cannot keep the rest of his team alive, and GG is called. EG will take out Infamous.
Yeah, EG played really well. I'm just gonna say Misery's Chen is one of the best